Well, one of the root causes, at least in the countries that I've been doing research, is concentration of wealth, particularly of land. This is true for the Philippines, for Thailand, for Indonesia, for Malaysia, but because the Philippines is the country that I know most about, this has been a legacy of the Spanish colonial era and has not been corrected. So what you have is concentration of land in, according to the data, 15 families. And these 15 families have been controlling economic and political power over the last 100 years since our independence. And this has been, in my view, one of the root causes of persistent poverty. One of the medium-term solutions has been what is called conditional cash transfers, which is a government-sponsored program patterned after the experiences of Brazil. And the Ministry of Social Welfare and Development of the Philippines has undertaken this program to support the very poor families in their consumption needs, and has shown some positive outcomes. Many Filipinos consider this as a handout or as a dole-out, and it's not a sustainable solution, to which I agree, but they are, as I indicated earlier, stopgap measures. The long-term solution really is to undertake a thoroughgoing agrarian reform program that has somehow continues to evade the Philippine economy because of a very recalcitrant legislature that refuses to pass a comprehensive agrarian reform program. But I'm hopeful. I think that there's a lot of space for social movements and civil society organizations to continue to press for both medium and long-term solutions to address poverty. The record for Thailand is quite remarkable. In the northern part of Thailand, where there was endemic HIV/AIDS infection in the 1980s, 1990s. The data that I've seen from the Human Development Report show that Thailand has effectively eradicated HIV infection rates. And this is due to a very aggressive campaign by the Thai government to address poverty, which is the root cause for driving the women to work in the bars and the brothels, which in turn fuels the HIV/AIDS infection rate. So this very aggressive campaign to address this has been quite successful. In terms of eradicating hunger in the Philippines, that's still a problem, and I'm not very convinced that they are going to reach their targets for this year. But as I said earlier, the conditional cash transfer program, which is undertaken by the Philippine government, shows some promise. The interesting case in Asia is, to me, Taiwan. The poverty rate of the Taiwanese population is below 1%, and it is by far the lowest poverty rate in the entire world. Now, that means Taiwan is doing something which is probably not within the framework of the MDG, and it's a very good area for research, which I think is worth getting into. I mean, I personally would be very interested in looking at what are these powerful anti-poverty mechanisms within the Taiwanese society that is succeeding in a very spectacular way.